with me here.
No, I really can't see it.
They're on the inside of the frame.
Oh.
You have to actually get underneath there when you check your kingpin. What repeats the students, and when you're underneath there looking at your kingpin, then we can look at it.
Okay. I'm not messing with you. I just couldn't see it. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, make sure that wheel chock's strapped down, fuel tank secure, tires look good. Okay, let's do this.
All right, so have you been told or shown how to do a 434 to get in?
Oh, yeah.
All right. There you go. Good. Come back down here. Let's find a place for our other hand. Okay, good. And stop. Let's find a different place for our left hand. That's the window crank. There you go. Good. Awesome. All right. So it's fairly decent. Next time when we get in the cab, we're going to put that radio down somewhere before we climb the rest of the way in. Just so we got a really good, firm 3 points of contact.
Oh, okay.
All right. So before we put the truck into gear or anything, let's talk about the brakes. Where are our tractor and trailer brakes on that dash?
The red and yellow.
Awesome. What position are they in right now?
They should be pulled out, and they are.
What does that mean when they're pulled out?
That means the brakes are set.
Okay, or applied? Good.
Or applied, okay.
Yep. So what happens when we push those in?
Then the brakes are released, and the truck could potentially move.
Okay, so anytime we push those knobs in, where should our feet be?
So our strong foot should be on the, our dominant foot should be on the brake pedal, the service brakes.
So not our dominant foot, but mainly our right foot.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and our left foot should be where?
So the non-dominant foot should be flat on the floor or engaging the clutch as necessary.
Okay. So I'm assuming, since you're saying dominant, non-dominant, you're right-footed?
I am indeed.
Okay. All right. So on this truck's transmission, which is your reverse gear?
On this truck, it's all the way over to the left and up.
Okay. How can we tell when it's in reverse?
I can hear the backup alarm going.
Okay. So we got to make sure our windows are down so we can hear what's going on outside.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Even when it's raining?
Even when it's raining.
Got it.
We don't melt.
Okay. You got some condensation here on this gauge.
That's because we left the window down when it's raining.
Oh, okay. And this one too. And speaking of that, what time's lunch today?
Lunch will be about 11:30, but we're going to get through this process first.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
So you had some experience in this truck, I'm hearing?
Oh, yeah.
So you've actually backed it in?
Oh, look at it, man. I mean, I'm pretty darn good.
All right. So walk me through what you did.
Oh, it was pretty easy, actually. I just backed it in here.
Okay. Fair enough. I asked a silly question, didn't I?
No, you asked me how I got it in here, so I told you.
Okay. So walk me through the first step. What was the first step?
First step the other guy had me do was had me set it up. So to do that, he had me pull forward. When my rear tires on the trailer crossed this cone here, I started cranking to the left. I actually over cranked it so I could get the trailer straightened out, and then I went up a couple feet before we hit the blocks, and I was nice and straight, and I was in my, I think he called it setup position or something.
Awesome. So our setup position for this maneuver is going to be parallel with that concrete pad out there?
Yes, correct.
And typically at a 90-degree angle.
Mikey's calling me, so it must be important. Hang on. Yeah, Mikey. Oh, I do? He said, I just wanted to create a distraction for you since you do it to us all the time. Sorry, Alan.
That's all right. So we're going to pull up and get to our setup position, which is parallel with that outside concrete pad out there, correct?
That's what the other instructor said, yeah.
All right. How comfortable do you feel in doing that?
Oh, I can do that. That's easy peasy. Put me in, coach.
All right. So what's the first step in doing that?
I release my dominant foot's on the service brake. I release these two brakes here. Once it's done fizzling out air, I put it in second gear, start moving forward.
Okay, we're going to put our non-dominant foot somewhere.
It's going to be flat on the floor. No, I'm going to put it on the clutch.
Whereabouts on the clutch?
All the way in.
Only when we're doing what?
Shifting gears.
And?
Turn off the brakes.
Okay, so when we're moving the vehicle from its start, we're going to push the clutch all the way in.
Uh-huh.
That's the only time we push it all the way in, is when we're moving it from a stop.
When we're moving it from a stop.
Yeah, so right now we are on a stop.
Yeah, okay.
So when we're putting it in gear,
yeah.
and we're in a stop position where the vehicle's not moving,
okay.
that's the only time we push it all the way to the floor.
Okay.
Remember that part about shifting?
Yeah, right. Once we disengage the clutch or let it all the way out. What in the world is that on the floor there? Huh, wonder what that is. Yeah, that.
Better?
What was it?
Piece of rubber.
Oh. Are you telling me this truck's falling apart? Now,
no,
where
I'm
were
saying
we
that's
at?
off your shoes. All right, so anytime we're moving this truck from a stop, we're going to push the clutch all the way into the floor.
Right.
Then we're going to put it in gear.
Okay.
Okay, what happens if it doesn't go all the way in gear?
We're not going to move forward or backwards.
Correct. So we're going to have to lift our foot just a little bit off that clutch so it goes into gear.
The other instructor told me just hold it right up against there and let it go.
Nice sound effects. I like those.
That's what he told.
That is an option.
Okay. All right.
So whatever makes you comfortable, if you like to feel it go, you can make it sing to you if you want.
Okay, thanks for those options.
All right. So
all right, let's do this.
Go ahead and let's put our seatbelt on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's put our seatbelt on correctly.
It is.
Okay, let's make sure that our arm is through the under part of that shoulder strap.
But it bothers me.
That's okay. We're not going to be out here very long.
Okay.
All right, one more safety item.
Yes.
This little black knob right here.
Yeah.
It's a little different than normal cars and stuff. This is actually our horn. So when we start any backing maneuver out here, we're going to make sure and hit the horn at least once, not more than twice, to let everybody on the range know that we are moving this vehicle.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So I'm going to stand out here and I'm going to watch what you're doing.
Okay.
So it's something to remember. If I say stop,
yeah.
How are we going to stop this vehicle?
We're going to foot off the throttle, foot on the, fully depressing the clutch and applying the service brake at the same time and come to a complete and full stop.
There we go. So while we're on this backing range, we will not need to use any throttle at all. It's a diesel engine. It'll move this vehicle just fine with no throttle.
Okay, cool.
All right?
Yep, thanks.
You betcha. All right, by a thumb out the window, let me know when you are ready. All right, so
brakes are coming off.
Let's put it in gear and let's start out for our starting position.
And here we go.
Got to give it a second for
truck.
the air. Did you release both brakes?
Sure did.
Okay. Count to 10. There you go. Awesome. Good. All right. So our trailer tires are approaching that candlestick. What do we do?
Start turning to the left.
Awesome. Let's do it. All right. Nicely done. Good. Awesome. Good. Nice eye. All right, we're going to want to turn a little bit which way. There we go. We did that because we wanted to
straighten it out.
Awesome. Right, back to the right a little bit. Good. And stop. Nicely done.
Okay.
In neutral?
Yep.
All right. So this is our starting position. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Parallel with that outside edge out there.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
And it sets us up for a good view of the opening to the alley back there, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay. So what was the next thing we did when?
Well, the other guy, he had me, once we start, he wanted me to start angling the back end of the trailer at a 45-degree angle to get into the proper angle so that it would start eventually entering into the alley.
Okay. And how do we get it into a 45-degree angle?
We, for me, because I'm a bottom steering wheel guy, I'm going to move my steering wheel to the left, which should move the back of the trailer to the left as well.
Okay. So we're actually going to turn the steering wheel clockwise?
Clockwise, yep.
Okay. Awesome. How far back did we go before we started turning the wheel?
No, we start now. Start introducing some turn now and do it right away.
Okay. Let's go ahead and turn our steering wheel back to straight.
Oh. Okay.
All right. How many turns are we going to put on that steering wheel?
2.
Okay. So turning a truck and trailer is just like cooking a steak, as I hear you like steak.
Love it.
So when we add salt and pepper to the steak, it's kind of like seasoning, isn't it? And we season it to our own taste.
I heard another guy use this reference before. Okay, I get it. So we're just going to do a little shake of a little salt.
Yeah, we're just going to season it. In order to find out the seasoning we need, we're just going to give it one shake or one turn first.
Got it. Okay.
And then as we start backing up, we can make adjustments as we need to.
That makes sense.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So let me get out of the way.
Yep, here we go.
Go ahead and release your brakes and back up when you're ready. Awesome. Nice. All right. So the trailer's starting to veer. What do we do now?
Start straightening it out a little bit.
Yep. Start straightening it out.
So reduce the angle.
Okay, stop. Good. So don't ever be afraid to stop the vehicle if you're in decision or you need to make a big adjustment.
Okay.
We can stop. That's okay.
Even at the test site, I can do that?
Even at the test site. There's
Okay.
nothing against it. What we
Okay.
don't want to do is roll forward.
Right. Okay.
So what are we looking at now? What's that trailer look like?
Well, I'm starting to do the 45, and looks like I need to add a little more angle of attack, getting the back end of the trailer closer to the west a little bit. So I'm coming in a little shallow. I need to be a little steeper.
Okay. So
I think I can still correct it from here, but
okay.
but I do need to get the back of the trailer that way a little bit more.
So I heard your brakes, and I know you're in neutral, correct?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and come out of the truck. Come on out.
What for?
Come on out.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Three points of contact. Put that radio down. Good. Now grab a hold with both hands.
You know, if you guys upgraded to Bluetooth, it'd sure be a lot easier.
Yeah, our boss is a penny pincher. Handle. There we go. Good. All right, so let's take a walk back here.
Now, will they let me do this at the test site, get out?
Absolutely. We allowed to get out and look how many times?
It's been a day or two since we went over that, but I think 2 freebies.
Correct. We're allowed to get out 2 times only. So we can use one out here to kind of see, is our tractor and trailer set up good enough?
Now, I definitely am too shallow. I need to be a little steeper, right?
Okay.
Because if I kept on this same track, I'd end up, I'd either miss it altogether or I'd be really favoring the right, but most likely I'd be missing it.
All right. So if we straightened out right now, or if we cut the wheel too hard right now, what are potential
If I cut it
issues?
too hard, then it would be just the opposite. I could clip it over here on this side.
Right. So do we notice that the tractor is still at an angle to the trailer?
It is, and the
So-
wheels are straight.
Yep. So if we continue to go straight back without turning the wheels, the trailer is still going to do what?
It's still going to turn.
Correct. It will. So if we put too much seasoning on that steak right now,
Yeah, then we'll be in the opposite problem. So what you're saying is keep the tractor exactly where it's at and let it continue?
let's try that.
Okay. Huh. Do I have to do the walkie thing or?
Nope.
Okay.
At this point, we're right here next to the truck, so we can see if anything happens to it.
You guys got a pretty nice thing going on here. It's pretty
Isn't
cool.
this cool? It's like working at Disneyland.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to be one of you guys one of these days.
All right. Make sure to put that radio down. Good hand holds, good. Let's put that radio down. Good.
Watch your fingers.
Good.
Okay. All right.
All right, so what did we decide outside the truck back there?
We're going to just continue on the current path we're on, which was surprising because I would have bet money I'd had to put a little more angle on the tires, but I'm just going to keep tracking just like what I've been doing.
Okay, let's try that and see what happens. Awesome. Now let's try following it around and turning the steering wheel to the stop. Stop. Take it out of gear. We're going to follow it around and try.
So I need to start turning to my wheels to the left so that I can start following the truck and following the trailer.
Yep. So we're going to turn the wheel counterclockwise this time, right?
Counterclockwise.
So if your hands are on the bottom, we're going to turn to the right. If they're on the top, we're going to turn to the left.
Really?
Because we want that front of the trailer to come back, or tractor to be back in front of the trailer.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so let's start by turning the wheels all the way counterclockwise.
All the way?
All the way.
Wow.
We want that truck to get back in front of that trailer quickly.
Okay, you ready to go?
Let's go.
Beep, beep. Start straightening it up.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I should have started straightening up sooner, huh?
No, let's see what, look out your window. Take it out of gear. Take your,
I'm going to hit the cone.
set your brakes. So if we look down the side of that trailer, what's it telling us?
I'm going to hit that cone. I'm going to run right over the top of it.
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
So how do we think, do we remember what the last person said? How do we correct this?
He had me pull forward.
And do what?
Pull forward, and he had me aim at a light or fix a fixed point and be to the left of that fixed point.
Okay. So sometimes those points can change.
Yeah.
So let's try something a little different this time, shall we?
Uh-huh.
Let's keep our wheels where they're at right now.
Okay.
And as we move forward, we're going to slowly straighten the wheel out.
Okay.
And we're going to pull forward only about 15 feet. Doesn't take much at this point right here.
But I'm going to start straightening out to the right. Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Just a little bit, okay?
All right.
So let's pull forward. All right, as you're pulling forward, good. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, and stop.
That's all it took, huh?
That's all it took. So stop. Neutral.
Yep. Brakes.
So now if we look down our trailer, what are we seeing?
I'm going to make it right in now.
And what about the angle to your tractor or trailer?
There's still a slight angle, so as I need to keep this angle for a little bit and then start, as you would call it, follow it around.
Okay, so we want to try and lose that angle, because if we don't lose the angle right away, what's
then
I'll
happen? Just keep the trailer will just keep going to the pile of dirt in the middle.
It will.
So as I start backing up, I need to start straightening it out.
Correct.
Okay.
So let's start by turning which direction right now?
Let's see. I want to go to the right. The steer tires go to the right.
So if the steer tires go to the right, what's that going to do to the angle of our trailer?
It's going to move it to the left. So I want to go to the left.
Correct. So let's start now by turning it to the left.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Let's try by turning all the way to the left. Want to catch up to that trailer quickly. There you go. Okay, stop. Take it out of gear. What do we notice now?
Okay, I'm almost straight, pretty close. but I need to keep going back, but I still need to get the once I get into the mouth of the alley, then I need to continue following it around so I'm completely straight. I'm still in an angle, but I just need to follow it in and then eventually move over.
Okay, so we're going to back up a little bit further is what you're saying, and
Yep.
then try to move it over?
Yep.
So let's start by straightening our steering wheel out. All right, let's back up a little bit. All right, go ahead and
start
stop.
adding.
Yep.
Can
Add
I go
that
ahead
seasoning now. Add that seasoning. A little bit more.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Now you're starting to see it turn. Now let's come back in front of the trailer by turning all the way to the left. And stop.
Man, just when I get going, you stop me.
Did you look out your passenger window?
Yeah, I can see it. I'm
right.
in the lane.
Are you? Where's your
Oh,
trailer
I'm going to
pointing?
hit the wall, so I need to go forward a little bit.
But now where's your tractor and trailer at?
They're almost straight, but they're a little far that way.
Are we in the alley?
Oh, we're definitely in the alley, but if I pull forward, straighten it out, should be home free. Here we go.
So let's start by turning through the, good.
Let's go into second gear, not fourth.
There you go. All right, and stop.
Now I'm going to put it right in there.
Okay. Nice. Very good. All right, starting to get an angle on your tractor trailer.
Don't stop me now. Please just let me put it in. It's close.
It's looking good.
Dang rights, it's looking good.
All right. And go ahead and stop.
Now I'm going to get out and look.
Okay, take it out of gear. Set your brake. Good. All right, go ahead and put that radio down. Good. Good. Nicely done.
Yes.
How'd that feel?
That's straight. It feels good.
Good.
I think I did good too.
So when we were backing in, we had to make that slight adjustment to pull forward.
I'm a little crooked, but so if I was doing the test, I'd pull forward and straighten out a little bit.
Okay.
Or would this pass?
So in the test, we'd be in a different type of alley. It'd be a little bit narrower, and we'd have a dock behind us. But for backing around the corner like we're simulating right now, this is fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
Thank you.
Rewind a little bit back to the point where we had to back up.
Yeah.
What caused us to have to pull forward?
I didn't straighten out and follow the truck around soon enough. And so I got too close to this cone here, so I had to pull forward to straighten out my angle.
Okay. So if we did it again, do we think we can remember that?
Oh yeah, I definitely got to work on it, but I think a couple more times I'll have it.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and climb back in and shut her down. We shutting this down, Alex, or are we going to continue?